Life after death. We do not die but pass into another world, into a new life. Life after clinical death, an eyewitness's story.
It was like I was leaving my body. When I got out of the hospital, I noticed that the medical personnel were striving to restore my body. My paranormal abilities in my new incarnation have taken me completely by surprise. I had vision all around at first, meaning I could see over the low on my right and behind me on my left shoulder, and I could see everything at once. Second, I could zoom in on a specific location. I could travel with the rate of thought. All I had to do was think of a location or someone, and I was instantaneously transported there. I had the ability to pass through walls and substance. It was thrilling as well. Even before they opened their mouths, I could hear people spotting. I could feel what was going to be said by them, since I could hear their thoughts, and the room was rather noisy. But all I had to do was concentrate on one individual. After that, I hear this individual. That's it for superhuman abilities. You've excited the body. I walked around, went to my mother's house, traveled into far away place, climbed extremely far, and the view was breathtaking. I was pulled into a deep black tunnel at breakneck speed at one point. There was a shining pinpoint at the tunnel's end. There were other entities like mine in this tunnel, and we glanced towards ourselves and said, "I suppose we have died." The light became brighter and I moved forward, and when I arrived in this light, it was lovely and incredibly brilliant. But what struck me the most was how peaceful and joyful I felt in this light. But again, I was overcome with emotion. The light had a thing for me. The light communicated with me. It responded when I inquired whether it was the angels. I am in fact the light. This light, which I could see, knew everything there was to know about me. From beginning to end, he was aware of my light. I recalled who I was once I was in this light. I also have answers to all the questions I've ever had, such as who created the world, and how does the universe operate? Physics, for example. Oh, no, I didn't pick it up. It came back to me. Being in this condition of knowing was a beautiful experience. God then revealed to me the entire existence from conception to death. All of these increments made me feel inexperienced once more. I also felt the feeling that I had elicited in others. I was the only one who could make a decision. This was a traumatic event. I can't comprehend what Adolf Hitler went through when he felt the suffering of millions of people. When I had graciously done things straight away without thinking, it had been revealed to me. And when I'd done something unloving, I'd seen myself stealing candy from a shop and thought to myself, I'm sure nobody saw me. Someone did, in fact, notice me. Angels did see me, but did it not pass judgment on me? This is, in fact, what struck me the most. There isn't a judge. Angels simply love us unconditionally. This is an undescribable love. It's not the same as what we experience on earth. This is a force of love, rather than a power of evil. For a long time, the light and I conversed. Yes, of course. On the contrary, telepathy is used to communicate. Go to hell with transfer. I have to say that they have a great sense of humor. I've never laughed that hard in my whole life. We had a good chuckle at how seriously I had responded to an occurrence. Living on this planet is a gigantic show that shouldn't be taken too seriously. I couldn't return with the solutions to the global knowledge I received. I recollect knowing and recalling certain little details, such as the idea that we are eternal creatures who have always existed and will continue to exist. We are the angels who have come to create matter on this planet. We lose our memories of who we have been in the past with each incarnation. Prior to the formation of the cosmos, there was just one point of consciousness where we all joined. This awareness has knowledge, but we were unable to perceive it. Then we split into billions of distinct consciousnesses and created the cosmos so that we might travel there and have a good time. We will all be reunited one day, and we will all explode, and everything will begin all over again. This is a never-ending loop, life as it is. True reality exists in the opposite side of the veil. I recall the light telling me that there are several universes. They number in the billions, and Earth isn't the only planet on which humans may take on a new life. When I am not inside my body, I remember wondering what it would be like if I didn't have a body. Then I glanced in the mirror and saw that I was the light. I've been created from light. However, at some time, I no longer had this light body. I'm only a speck of consciousness in the vastness of the universe. Angels informed me at some time that I needed to return to Earth, so I declined. I'm not going back to that diseased body. Then they sent me a perfect portrait of my mother crying because I was no longer alive. After that, I returned. I traveled through the tunnel, you said, and I had to go back into my body to get my head back. It was an extremely awful sensation. It was like putting a tiny diving suit on. It's here. This is my independent film.
See also other interesting videos about life after death on our channel.